Hi, for those of you who don't know my real name, I was born February 14th and my real name is Evan Stapleton. There's a different flow to this video because it's come to my attention for the past couple of weeks or months or whatever, however long, that the image that I give off on social networks is one of an abusive, angry, chauvinistic pig. The reason why I act how I act on social networks is because for me and how I conduct myself is a way of escaping from the situations that I find myself in. I'm going to be very honest with you, and if you're expecting, you know, some tomfoolery or any kind of shenanigans, I suggest you just turn this video off, because I'm going to be very honest with you. I believe it was since the age of 22, 23, well, towards the end of my college life, I started suffering from the symptoms of depression. It's something that I've never been diagnosed of, but I continue to get help. I was taking counselling, but I don't know if you've been following me during the Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. I've been working away from home recently. I've been working, the whole sole purpose of me getting a job before Christmas was for my daughter. And during the final hours, if you will, I was able to pay for my daughter's presents. Everything else was irrelevant. As long as I could do that, that would be fine. However, since I've been, you know, in and out of Nottinghamshire, I've had a number of problems. I've been the subject of a case of fraud. I've had debt collectors. I've had my letting agency screaming at me, not accepting any payments, and they said that they're going to take me to court, which is great. A lot of negativity thrown at me in the last few months. Coming back to my point, the reason why I act how I act is because it's a form of escapism. What you're seeing right now is it's subdued me. I don't think it's actually me, but I just wanted to tell you guys how I feel. And you know, I've got the police knocking on my well, not knocking on my door, but I can hear them knocking for someone upstairs. I've got the police consistently calling me about this case and, you know, my fraud case. I'm the victim, by the way. I'm not the fraudster. I've got people wanting to kick my head in because of my honesty. My life pretty much consists of living in anger, living in fear. As far back as I can remember, I've always wanted to be a performer. I've always had the, you know, artistic veins sort of go through me. I do modelling, I do acting. I'm trying to write. I'm trying to get into writing, directing and producing. But since I've been in Worksup, the only thing that I've really focused on is being a father. I've done a few things for charity work and stuff, but I want to come back. I want to go into training. It's been a while since I've done anything professionally. I want to use the anger and the fear that I have into my writing. So a lot of the stuff that I want to do, very in your face, I'd love to do that. But a lot of my everyday operations, it just consists of me being frightened or me being angry. So much so, I'm going to be honest with you right now, I'm going to look you dead in the eye and I'm going to say this to you, that there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about killing myself. Not one day. And I know that a lot of people are going to condemn me for being so honest, That's just me and my nature. I'm very flirtatious. That's me and my nature. I'm cut from a different fabric. I consider myself the black sheep of my family. I don't think my sister has this problem. I don't think my father does. My mother, she's very strong-willed, but I don't think she would go to the extents that I go through. So what you see on social networks is just me trying to... Ever since MySpace and when I was at drama school, that's always been me. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve and I've always been completely honest. But there's sometimes, you know, I do consider myself a token black guy because I don't sound like one at all. And a lot of the videos that I post, they're not in the same sort of theme as most black people would post. There was a brethren that that saw that my tram experience video, and he talked about dashing the pick-me out of the window. That's funny to me. You know, it's fictional. He's not actually going to do it. And I think a lot of people need to see that a lot of the stuff that I write is fictional. A lot of the stuff that I talk about is fictional. When I'm talking about bantering, you know, when I'm talking about bitches and niggers and, you know, crack pipes or whatever the fuck I talk about, it's fiction. It's not something that I actually do. I would show you my house, but it's a fucking pigsty. I've been back into Worksop. I was back in Worksop New Year's Day, and I've been so fucking depressed and so poorly that I've just not bothered to clean my house, and we're starting to move out in the next few days. So hopefully the next time you see me, I'll have gone all BBC on your ass. You know, a new location and a new flat. I've not been bothered to do any cleaning or anything. I've just been so down. I don't want to leave my house. I've got back into the security of, this is my bubble. This is my bubble. There are many like it, but this one is mine. No, I'm feeling a bit better. I'm glad that I'm able to talk about this. And I think this is a good time for me to close. If you appreciate my honesty, and if you don't mind my bantering, if you're particularly okay about the C word, that C word being children and cunt, like, comment and subscribe. And as always, go fuck yourselves. That's going to be my closing now. It's first person shooter, Russian guy says has a nice day, but I thought I'd have a bit of a counter to that. But in all seriousness, if you've watched this from beginning to end, thank you.